r/AskReddit, what is the grossest thing someone has done / said to you, thinking it was sexy? I will start. One time a guy sent me a picture of a towel he had ejaculated on thinking of me. Did you respond with a picture of your vomit? Holy shit, this was going to be mine. He sent me a pic of a crumpled tissue with jizz all over with the caption what to expect, and I'm like, ew, that's just gross. You're gross, Corey. Okay, I've asked for this from a guy before, but it is definitely not something that should be volunteered with no context or invitation. Was kissing a guy on the first date and he's moving my hand to his pants and trying to shove my head down there. When I told him things were moving a little fast and maybe we just kiss for now, he proceeded to whip it out and say, wanna kiss it? Dude, if I wanted to suck your dick you'd know. I feel like this must have worked in a popular porno or something because it's definitely happened more than once. Revolting. Refer to her vagina as pussy nummies. That was weird to me. No way. Ew. I had a guy that said puss puss all the time when sexting. Performing cunnilingus on a Cadbury's Easter egg in the hopes of enticing me. Was not enticed. In my head canon, this gross phrase was delivered in baby voice, making the whole situation even more uncomfortable. LMAO. In high school I went to the movies with my then boyfriend, and he baby bird the peanut M into my mouth. I almost threw up. I'm gonna laugh all day about this. Pre-chewed. Was about to have a one-night stand with this guy, my first and last attempt at that. On the way to my apartment he tells me, yeah, I've never done this before either, but I guess it's better than going to see a prostitute. Bro, WTF, he got in his mind? He snatched failure from the jaws of victory, WTH. And people say romance is dead. He's saying you're better than a professional. I can learn to love you. First boyfriend. Oh god. This hurt me and I wasn't even there. This wins so far. Is old Greg here? Someone pointed to my breasts and said good morning to all three of you. LMAO, I don't know why I found this funnier than it is. A guy in college, who I wasn't even attracted to, said I would be his dream woman if I lost 10 pounds. As if that was supposed to make me feel good or something. OMG, I've had a guy repeatedly tell me he'd bang me if I didn't have tattoos. Okay, well I still wouldn't bang you either way, so asked a woman during the deed to talk dirty for me. At the time she was riding on top. I guess she wasn't accustomed to dirty talk because the next words out of her mouth were fuck-a-doodle. We had a good laugh and it was actually very cute at the time. It certainly didn't kill the mood, it kinda prolonged the sex a bit because it was funny. Screams at top of lungs coming fuck-a-doodle-doo. Thanks for cheering up my day. Oh, you're Japanese. Be my senpai please. Followed shortly by that anime girl giggle. As a half Japanese man, I get very weirded out whenever anyone thinks that stuff like the above is okay. I still get weirded out whenever someone wants to date me for the authentic anime experience. Yes, this is a thing and it is fucking weird. The best way to get to know someone. Take some stereotypes of their race and apply it to them. Because every Japanese man loves anime. No exceptions. Hopefully not in the supermarket. Friend's bachelor party. I am getting a lap dance in the VIP area, which I am not accustomed to, and the very sweaty stripper takes me hand and puts my fingers right on her spine and says slippery when wet. And it was so much sweat. So much sweat. I hope she drank a gallon of water when it was over 60 seconds later. Anyway, and that's the only time I've gotten an official strip club VIP lap dance. When I was 18 I worked at a pizza buffet. I was leaning over writing on a piece of paper and a guy said that's a baby making pose. I was disgusted and just stared on and pretended like it didn't happen. Another time I was bartending and some old men asked me to walk around their table so they could watch my ass. Being a woman in the service industry is great. That first guy thought real life was like porn. Finger in the belly button. I have this thing where if something touches my belly button, I always feel a jolt in my taint. An old co-worker found out about this and she would constantly finger my belly and ask if it was zapping my taint. It was. Okay, this one is extremely baffling. Besides that not being a typical sexy move, touching my belly button is kinda uncomfortable. It doesn't hurt per se but always feels like it's not meant to be touched. Jessica. When I was 17, I worked as a grocery store cashier for the summer. One older customer told me, to my face, "You're 17? If you were a year older, I'd marry you." Response, if I were a year older, I'd file suit. Back in school a girl did the same thing except with a chocolate-covered cherry. Safe to say it worked on me, sad to say she was just a tease but a fond memory. Copied from a similar post a while back. During sexy time she says you've unleashed the beast in a very possessed by the demons of hell voice. It was not sexy in the least. It was quite uncomfortable actually. I immediately thought of Anna Faris trying to remember names in the house. Funny. She tried to use the voice on you. Pulled my tampon out while I was sleeping. Ew, that's so gross, especially if you're on the second day. Wait, like, in anticipation of sex or just like, experimentally? I was at a party, I farted in the kitchen and cleared the whole room out. A few of the girls actually went outside until it died off. That's how bad it was. One girl didn't move from her spot, the others think she was crushing on me. Anyway, she told me she liked how I smelled, and breathed it in intentionally. I don't know, man, that might been true love. Gag. I worked at a convalescent home as a housekeeper. One day I was mopping this old man's room. I could see his hands were under the blankets playing with himself obviously. When all of a sudden he told me, "Hey honey, why don't you hop up here and bed with me, it'll only take me a minute." I was 21 years old, he was 96. Told me that they fantasized about adding me to a harem, in which I would bear them daughters that would also join the harem. Instablock, went to get a shower. This was around 2005 and my disgust hasn't subsided. Pushed a half-chewed aria in my mouth when I kissed him without warning or discussion. I was 17, he was my first boyfriend and I didn't know what else to do, since we were hanging out with other people at the time, except laugh awkwardly and eat it. Surprisingly, this was not the end of our relationship, lol. I was 14, at the beach, and an old guy came up to me and said I had a nice cleavage. I felt sick the entire day after. Older generations always go on about how kids these days need to show respect and be modest and not be horny freaks, but then they go and do shit like this. During dirty talk or sexting, when white guys say they want to fuck my black pussy, it just gives me the ikma on. I would barf enthusiastically. Sent me photos of his disgusting bathroom and bedroom, telling me this was where he was thinking of me, and wanted me to be. I took a shower, just to clean myself, after just looking at them. I was not ever going there. I'm gonna make you a mother. I'm totally on board with the breeding fetish. Cream pies are actually one of my fetishes, but I can't overstate how much I do not want kids, so that particular sentence was kind of a turn off. Cream pie lover but not wanting kids gang. I just started the process of getting my tubes tied. He was preparing drinks in the kitchen at his island, explaining to me the socio-economic faults and failures of women and feminism and how we should treat men. And he walks around the counter with drink-full Donald Duck shirt and no pants or underwear at full mast. This was his never-fail seduction technique. My ex tried to talk dirty by speaking in anatomically correct terminology. Bear them daughters that would also join in the harem. No. 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 Wait, like I am about to insert my penis into your vagina with such force that you will scream. Or even more mechanical. Morbid curiosity, sorry. Switching to full submissive infantile baby voice out of nowhere. Like making out and him getting on his knees and blubbering, "Wada you wanna dio to me," and making big eyes at me. I've never felt so dry. A guy I was friends with ruined our friendship by sending me a text video of him vigorously masturbating and looking into the camera. It was a text too, so I was like, you really don't care, like this could end up anywhere. I'm not that type of person, so I just deleted it and blocked him. I walked into the club and this guy left the bar, walked straight up to me and said, "Wow, I want to put a baby in you." Used hair pulling, not in sex. In a dominating way in the middle of the day. Not sexy. Extremely off-putting. It's wild to me how many stories on Reddit I see of people going to DOM without any chat/build-up/consent. Like this could be hot in the right context to the right people. But don't just leap to it. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1,000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again. Reddit glitch out.